Volusia County Fire Rescue's major mission is to fight fires and protect life and property. But one of their other primary missions is fire prevention. To learn more, we visited Deputy Chief Noble Taylor. Chief Taylor, where are we at right now?
Well, today, Kevin, we're at the Volusia County Fire Rescue Fire Service Institute, commonly referred to as a training center. There's thousands of hours of training that's done here annually for fire suppression, EMS, hazmat, wildland firefighting, and there's always a group that's up and coming through the college to try to get certified to go to work and serve the community as a firefighter.
How often do you test your smoke detectors? Are you faithful about changing the batteries when you turn your clocks back? Or have you ever wondered how old your smoke detectors are?
You can still buy the ones that take a 9-volt battery that we change out when we set the clocks back. You know, we spring forward and we fall back on the clocks. That's an excellent time to change the battery in that type of smoke detector. And I always take a Sharpie and write the date on there that I installed that battery. So if I forget, I can go back and say, no, I really did change that battery last month. Now, for a few dollars more, you can buy a 10-year smoke detector that has a internally sealed battery in it that you can't take out and use it for anything else. And that battery is guaranteed for 10 years. And if you're in a long-term home or you think you're going to be there for a long time, I would encourage you to get those.
Newer homes today have smoke detectors that are hardwired with a battery backup. But if you have an older home, you might be surprised to know that some of the smoke detectors available today have come a long way.
Now there are even Bluetooth wireless smoke detectors that come in a package. You can put one in the garage, one in every bedroom, the living room. What's a really great feature about the wireless smoke detectors is if one goes off anywhere in the house, it turns them all on. They communicate with one another no matter, so if you're in the garage, in the shower, wherever you are, one of you or all of you are going to hear that device.
Because it's an odorless, colorless, tasteless gas, another good safety device to have is a carbon monoxide detector. When using small engines and generators, this deadly gas can kill.
When you do run a generator, you need to have it 25 to 50 feet away from the residence or the dwelling that you're using it for, and you need to make sure it's in an upwind position where you don't want to be downwind.
Have you ever come home from work hungry and you pop something on the stove for dinner, only later to find out that you've forgotten that pot on the stove? The National Fire Protection Association says that over 80% of kitchen fires start on the stovetop. And while you might think that all you need is a fire extinguisher, there are other protective products on the market today worthy of consideration.
The Stovetop Fire Stop is a type of kitchen fire protection device. There are many different kinds, maybe a different brand name, but they all primarily do the same thing. And they're about $60 a pair. They last for 5 years. I think that comes out to about 3.3 cents a day. And they're magnetic and they go up under your vent hood in your kitchen. This device is magnetic, you forget that it's there, but if fire makes this wick or high heat catches this membrane, it dumps a harmless to humans dry powder on the fire and it puts it out. This is probably the most economical kitchen fire protection system.
In the event there is a fire in your home, making a plan for escape can mean the difference of life or death.
We want to remind everyone that even if you just did it 6 months ago, all of us have children of different ages, and some of us even as adults need to be reminded from time to time that this is our primary and secondary way to get out of our home, and we're going to meet at our mailbox, or we're going to meet over here at our neighbor Bill's house on the front porch, and that's how we establish our accountability. If you have a fire in the home, call 911 as soon as you can, even if you think it's small and you can handle it yourself. If you get out, when you get out of that fire, do not go back in. Emergency responders will be there in just a few minutes. And after you do your head count, if you're missing a child or a spouse, tell the firefighters when they get there.
Volusia County Fire Rescue practices every day in the event that they need to respond to a fire. We encourage you to do that same practice by having an escape plan at home, making sure that you have a fire extinguisher, a carbon monoxide detector, and a smoke detector, because they all together save lives. For Volusia Magazine, I'm Kevin Captain.